a new recruit went to fetch water at the river, only to find countless bodies drifting downstream. Two scouts pulled one out to investigate, and realized these corpses were none other than fellow reconnaissance soldiers sent earlier. Their presence confirmed the mission had failed. Reconnaissance soldiers are the elite of the elite. Intelligence gathered by one man can sometimes change the entire course of a battle. Yet, since they operate deep behind enemy lines, these missions often ended with no return. The soldiers intended to bury their fallen comrades, when suddenly a group of German soldiers appeared, along with supply wagons full of grain. Some of the 7 scouts hadn't eaten for 2 days. An experienced soldier suggested hijacking a wagon, but the captain feared it would alert the enemy, so the squad pressed deeper into enemy territory. At dawn, they captured a German officer, who was heavily intoxicated. They found a map on him that clearly detailed German troop deployments, and pinpointed a railway station. Soon after, the Germans discovered the officer's body, and assumed the Soviet reconnaissance team had killed him. They dispatched a large force for a full-scale search. With danger closing in, the captain ordered a split in 2 groups. To avoid being completely encircled, he instructed a veteran, Begkov, and their translator, to sneak onto German supply trucks and investigate the railway station to verify the map's accuracy. The 2 fresh recruits climbed aboard swiftly, but the veteran hadn't yet boarded when the transport truck suddenly took off. Now all hope depended on those 2 scouts. Begkov comforted the translator, telling him not to be afraid. It was only 10 kilometers to their village. After traveling for some time, Begkov peeked under the tarp hoping to see the station, only to witness his village in ruins, homes burned and villagers hanged. The sight steeled his resolve to drive out the invaders. The 2 scouts covered themselves with burlap sacks. Suddenly, 2 German soldiers climbed onto the truck. The recruits froze. Being discovered would mean certain death, but glinting sunlight reflected one scout's face in a glass pane above, just enough for the Germans to spot them. They raised their guns and slowly approached. Just as doom seemed inevitable, a squadron of bombers swooped down and launched a ferocious airstrike on the German rail station. The unexpected Soviet bombing allowed the 2 scouts to escape. They dove beneath the tracks and lay hidden, finally realizing the map's intelligence was falsified.